So here's my full in-depth review of Hogwarts Legacy. So first off, I'm going to talk about the bad and I'm going to slowly get to the good. So the bad part about the game, in my opinion, is I find that all the puzzles are pretty bad. There's only a couple that I think are actually any good. Most of them are either, oh, this is dumb, or it's something that's basically so simple, but it's super hard to realize it, which is really obnoxious. And the other thing is that this is sort of a good thing and sort of a bad thing. The side quests about the unforgivable curses I find to be far more interesting than the main story, and everything needing to do with Sebastian is way more interesting than the actual main story. So those are the things I didn't find good about the game. Things I thought that were pretty meh about the game is I found a lot of the side questions to be very tedious and boring. Very much the Alohomora ones. I found those to be really annoying. I also didn't really know why they couldn't just let you use the spell with Alohomora and why they don't just let you open the door and you have to do this whole puzzle for them. At first, they're really tricky, but eventually then it will become too hard. But I don't know why they just don't let you just use the spell. Like, it's not that hard. And also, I feel like when you play on normal mode, I feel like a lot of people will find it very annoying because you need to have basically everything that you're supposed to have at this level to do very good. So I recommend doing story mode the whole game because then you'll just be super OP. And it's very fun to be OP in this game. My other meh sort of thing about the game is that I feel like a lot of the side quests, when you want to get to them, they take a bit of a while to unlock. And I also feel like that all of the stuff with the brooms, I feel like all like the upgrades were way too expensive, but you had to complete them to complete the side quest to get the XP and the reward, which I found to be very annoying because I'm gonna have to spend like 3 hours trying to look through a cave to get enough gold to buy this upgrade. So that's kind of annoying. So the things that I thought were good about the game is I feel like it utilized the things that they briefly mentioned in Harry Potter and made it a big front and center, like the Goblin Rebellions with Ranrock and Merlin. And I found a lot of the game to be very interesting and enjoyable. I also feel like it had a great world building. The graphics are really good. I think the combat's pretty solid. Um, it's an excellent world that you can explore around. There's interesting new things every corner, and it's very fun and exciting once you get stuff like a broomstick or an unforgivable curse or a hippogriff. Any sort of new thing is pretty fun if once you unlock it. I found the characters to be interesting. I liked most of them in the game. And also, I really like that it's a choice game where you can make your own choices on. So basically, you decide on how the story goes. The only thing I wish that they did differently is I feel like I would have preferred them to have a bit more options to choose from when you're basically leading the story in the direction you want them to. I feel like the villain's pretty solid. I really enjoyed the game, especially the side quests with I enjoyed the main story. I enjoyed the these are just the side quests I enjoyed the most. The main story, yes, the main story is the side quest. The main story, the unforgive in the shadow of side quests, the stuff that had to do with it, taking out the poachers and fighting this weird dude named Harlow. I forgot his name. I think that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure though. I also feel like there is a point in the game where it feels like, oh my gosh, this is getting a bit too repetitive. And that being the trials. Now, this is both good and bad. The first trial that you have to do in the game, which are pretty memorable. So the first one, it's very puzzle heavy, and you keep needing to add new spells, which can be kind of tedious. And I find it to be very tricky, especially if you're not very good at puzzle games. So I found that annoying. And the second one was also like that. But I found the third and fourth one to be pretty interesting. I thought they were really cool. And I would have preferred the other ones to be a bit more like that, where they do an interesting thing each time. Like, do one thing that's very puzzle heavy, but then do something else interesting like the third and fourth trial did. I feel like that would have made for a way better game. I'm trying to do this without revealing any spoilers. So if you enjoyed the game, Tell me your thoughts below. I would love to hear about it. What kind of choices did you make? Did you become a dark wizard? Did you choose the bad ending? I would love to hear about all the choices that you made in the game. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like button. All the support is amazing. And I'll see you in another video.